So here we have a slightly used 2021 Camaro ZL1 Coupe. This one comes in wild cherry tint coat, and then we do have the jet black with red accent Alcantara and leather interior. That's going to be those Recaro performance seats. The powertrain consists of a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 engine, and that's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This one has a little under 7,300 miles on it. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED signature lights as well as our high intensity discharge headlamps. And yeah, this thing's nasty. It's mean, it's aggressive, it's how it looks. And I mean, I love this color combo. The wild cherry tint coat looks absolutely beautiful on this car. As we come around to these wheels, these are gonna be the 20-inch forged aluminum wheels. Love the design, love the color. We get passive keyless entry. And then to the door panel, I love how they kind of kept that going with the Alcantara here. Just a nice look, nice feel. Power door lock controls, memory seat function, one-touch up and down windows, power mirror controls. Those mirrors do have blind spot monitors in them. And then we have our Bose sound system, trunk release. Then down here, hood release. And then the performance data recorder, that option, you can put the SD card in there. And then we have a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel, heads-up display. And then here's our power driver's seat. Now I believe this one has, I don't know if it's hooked up or not, but there's an Escort smart cord that's running. And I'm wondering if it has a really expensive one that kind of integrates in the front bumper. There's always a nice touch in a car like this. But wireless charging pad in the back, and I'm not gonna try and squeeze back there, but you can kind of see the room. Huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and AutoPro Nashville for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, with this one not being made anymore, hit that third link and I'll make sure you get the best deal on a pre-owned vehicle in your neck of the woods. But we're gonna go a little in reverse here because I'm just excited about this engine. That's that supercharged LT4, the V8. Again, that's paired with a 10-speed automatic. You can get the manual, but this one in particular has that option for the automatic. But I'm pretty sure this has been PPF'd all the way through to about the sunroof line. That's what I was looking at, but that's the PPF line. So it's been PPF'd all the way down there. So that's pretty impressive. Now, as we come around to the back end, there's a look at that. Love the spoiler, quad tip exhaust. She's loud. And then pretty good trunk space back here for this kind of car, I think. I just reviewed a 2016 convertible, so it's a huge upgrade. Looks like this one has a car cover as well. So whoever had this, they put some money into it. And then you can put your inflator kit down there if you ever need that. But love this car. It's just, gosh, it's awesome. Fuel filler's there. Don't put anything other than premium in here. Running this kind of machine. There's a look from this side. The top tethers are integrated on the back of the, well, behind the seats themselves. You can see back in there. It's kind of hard. You can hit this strap, pull the seat down, easy access. Then your lower anchors are behind this cover here if you need that. But power front passenger seat, lockable glove compartment, and owner's manuals are included with this one, as well as the window sticker, which is always nice. But there is the sticker price. This was only $71,675. It's literally 72 grand right now. It's just showing you what inflation has done. And since they don't make these anymore, they're more coveted than ever. But I mean, I think this thing is borderline supercar, and you say what you will in the comments, but it's It's just a beast, man. A supercharged V8 that'll smoke pretty much anything out on the road. But it's also subtle too. It has that track look to it, but it's not as flashy. It's not like a Ferrari or anything like that, but it'll probably smoke a Ferrari or two if you can get that traction going. The LED tail lights there. And then as you come around to the front, there's the blinker there. We're gonna go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. It's a nice Alcantara wrap steering wheel. I love that about this car. There's the horn, rear camera mirror. We do get a sunroof, so the controls for that are up here. Your lights are there. But down here to the radio, this is the upgraded infotainment system. So we get AM, FM, XM, along with Bluetooth. We have Alexa, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, built-in navigation. It's just, it's pretty top notch and very easy to use. Now with the performance data recorder, we can go in there and see what's going on here if you want to set that up. Again, you want to have the SD card reader. Dual zone automatic climate controls. We can use the screen here, or we have buttons and knobs for everything down below. Cut the whole system off, and then heated, cooled seats, 3 stages. Ambient lighting, we can adjust that. And it's actually pretty prevalent throughout the cabin. You can see I just changed the color there, but it's on the doors, around the radio itself. So it's pretty awesome, I think. Several different places. And then we do have the language we can change here. And then our apps and our vehicle settings over on this side, which include Teen Driver. Now backup cameras here, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then hazards are here. And this is the smart cord I was talking about. So that was linked up to some sort of, I believe a passport or some escort radio, radar detector, excuse me, of some sort. But park, reverse, neutral drive, come over here. You can manually shift from the shifter, or you have the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel that you can use. Traction control toggle is there. And then your drive modes, you have Tour, Sport, Track, Snow and Ice. And you can go through those modes here. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. There's a look at the sunshade there for the roof. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Then we're gonna slide this back and see how it slides there. So that's one touch, it goes back that far. And then you can one touch shut it as well. Well, thought you could. Maybe not. It might just be how I did it. And then here's the vanity mirror. Left side stock, blinkers, high beams, intermittent wipers are on this side, one time off, intermittent low, high, and then we can adjust the intermittent sensitivity here, pull up for the fluid, heated steering wheel toggles there, cruise control, you can set your speed, radio station favorites, you can go through those and it'll pull up. And then you have your volume controls right down here. Voice recognition, mute, and then these 4 arrows and that select button go through the middle part of the gauge cluster. You can see pretty good fuel economy was done in this car. 17.4 miles a gallon, it's not bad. And then you go down to your options, you can go through your launch control, heads up display, and then you can change your units of measurement right in here if you want to do that. Now up above here, we have the heads up display. So I can change the info there. Nice picture. And then our push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. Has a nice cover on it. And to the fun part, let's go ahead and take this 2021 Camaro ZL1 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this ZL1 here, it is it's very loud in here. This thing is no joke. The exhaust, the engine, everything, it feels like a true track car in a very good way. Now coming out of a stop, you can thrash this thing if you want and it'll spin the tires, but it's just fun to drive this normally. Even in track mode, it's loud, it's fun, and you don't have to give it too much throttle to get it up to speed. That's part of the reason this thing gets 13 miles per gallon city, but the 10 speed helps it get to that 21 miles per gallon highway. It also kind of keeps the city mileage a bit better too, because you have more gears that you can go through to kind of keep the engine revs down. And it actually pairs really nice with this engine. Now, if you're more traditional, there is the 6-speed manual version, but the 10-speed automatic's not disappointing at all. And I actually like the comfort of the seats. It's a Camaro, it's a ZL1, so it's stiff, but the Recaro seats feel really good, especially on my wider stature. The seat's just wide enough to kind of keep me hugged in there, but it's not uncomfortable at all. Gonna try to give it a pull here. I think I'll actually have some room. Here we go. Oh man, this car is so freaking fast. It's ridiculous. Gosh, that was absolutely insane. Now I want to give one more thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and AutoPro Nashville for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. So you have a hum from the road, the tires and all of that, but honestly, for this kind of car, it's really good, I think. The overall suspension, again, it's on the stiffer side, but it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't necessarily jar you. I'm actually pretty impressed with how it drives down the road. And you're able to get 21 miles per gallon highway, so when you're driving this thing to the car meets, you're not guzzling as much gas as you would if you were just driving around the city. But the pull this thing has is insane. I drove a 16 2SS back to back with this, and this is like a whole other animal. It's ridiculous. Now with this car, I will say it's not the most efficient, but you will get the most miles per gallon driving this thing. It's just, it has such a presence to it, like an aura to it almost. It just, you drive it down the road and you just know this thing is somewhat of a sleeper because it's not, I mean, it's a ZL1, so it looks like a track car, but it doesn't necessarily attract as much attention as, let's say, a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something like that. But when you hear this thing roar, I don't think there's anything that can really touch it. It's just visceral, man. It's crazy. That's the best way to put it. And for the money, honestly, even with it being a bit more than what the sticker price was a few years ago, you kind of see why. This is a great example. Everything feels new, still drives perfectly. And again, still puts a smile on my face more than pretty much any other car out on the road. But the paddle shifters are a nice touch with a 10-speed automatic. Again, it's still relatively comfortable for it to be as stiff as it is to be a true track car. And it's just, It's insane, man. It's so insane. And with it being supercharged, that whine you get, it's not as over the top as a Hellcat. And you know, that's one of the reasons that we love the Hellcats, the Hellcat red eyes and all of that. But it gives off more of a performance sound to it. Like, it does feel more like a supercar. Hellcat feels like just a Hellcat. That's the only way to describe it. A Charger with a supercharged V8. But this feels like a supercar. It feels refined. It feels quicker. You know, it'll give you a run for your money in terms of trying to go sideways, but not like the Hellcats. And with this being the track variant, it just feels a bit faster, feels a bit more agile. And you know, it shows. But a great car nonetheless. Like, fantastic. So this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2021 Camaro ZL1.